So the Glock 19 was first released in 1988, and it is easily one of the greatest handguns ever built and most sold around the world. And no one can argue that. But is the Glock 19 really one of the best options for a first-time EDC? Not at all. And let me explain why. So this is my Gen 5 Glock 19. I've had a few other generations, but ultimately I've settled on the Gen 5 for my 19 as my home defense handgun. I've got a Vortex Venom red dot on the top. I've got a Streamlight TLR4 on the bottom with a laser light combo. Yes, it's a little older, but these things, I've had a ton of these and they've lasted. I also have a Talon grip on here and a Zev trigger, as well as a Hive extended mag release button. I forget what base plate this is, but I've also got a flared out base plate to match the flared magwell, which is a great addition to the Gen 5. I like that. Not necessary, but I like it. The Gen 5 is a nice reiteration of a 19. Gives me everything I would want and need, especially front serrations. I do like front serrations and Ameriglow sights. Now, this is the perfect home defense firearm for me. I used to have nothing but 45s around, and then I ultimately settled on 9, and I've done enough studies where I feel like I'm comfortable with having 9. But this is not something that I carry ever. I've carried it once, and I've never carried it again. I'm 5'10", 180, 185 pounds most of the time. I have a 29-inch waist, and I print with everything I carry, everywhere. No matter what, unless I'm wearing a jacket on the outside or an extra large t-shirt, which then I start swimming in, and I don't like that. It looks sloppy. So yes, you need to adjust your dress to your firearm, but how much is reasonable? I'm not going to go around wearing sloppy looking extra large t-shirts just to hide what seems like a full-size handgun, although it's called a compact. I also wear a size large glove, so my hands are maybe slightly above average. And this is pretty large in my hand. This feels more like a full size to me. But that could also be because for years now, I've been carrying one of two things. Either a micro, because I have to conceal heavily. I have to have deep concealment, because as a coach, I'm always wearing gym clothes, and I'm almost always in shirts that have low armholes. So a micro conceals perfectly for me. And yes, I feel fine carrying 380. I keep a couple extra mags around my body. And I love my LCP1 Davidson Customs. The triggers are awesome, you've got good usable sights, and the grip feels perfectly comfortable for me. It's either that, or since they came out, I've been carrying a Glock 43X. To me, this is the perfect EDC for someone just getting into EDC. It's not too big, it's not too small. It fits most hands nicely. Everyone that I've had shoot my 43Xs has shot them well. This one also has a Zev trigger on it as well as a Talon grip. And this one does use Shield Arms mags, but that is because it is my main carry now. But the Glock 19, it has a place in almost every gun enthusiast's heart. Everyone has had at least one throughout their lifetime, and there's a reason that everybody likes it, though not everybody loves it. The ergonomics of this gun are, in my opinion, near perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. I have nothing to complain about. I have nothing, absolutely nothing to bitch and moan about after firing these for years. But I'm not going to carry it because it's too damn big. Yes, I said it. It's too damn big. No, I don't have to grow up. No, I don't have to become a man because I'm already grown up and a man. And this is too damn big, especially for someone just getting into EDC. Nearly every new gun owner who decides to start carrying every day, the first thing they say is, I don't want something too big. Well, the Glock 19 is too big. Whereas the 43X is not too big. And if we look at the size comparison of these two guns, it's pretty significant. And that does make a big difference in the hand when getting ready to attain your firearm. When you're carrying something like this, you know you're carrying it. And most of the time, everyone else knows you're carrying it. Because no matter what, most frames are going to print something this large. The 43X, on the other hand, is compact enough where you can conceal it in many situations. be it outside, inside the waistband, belly holster, appendix or kidney, around the back, wherever you're going to put it. You can conceal the 43X much better than you can conceal a Glock 19. The Glock 19 is easily one of the greatest firearms ever created. It really is just about perfect. I have nothing bad to say about this gun. It's performed flawlessly for me. I've never had any major flaws with mine. I'm happy with it, and it's a perfect home defense firearm for me. But I'm not going to carry that. And in my opinion, it's poor advice for gun enthusiast channels to continue to tell everybody the Glock 19 is the perfect EDC for everyone, because it's not. Not nearly even close to everyone. In fact, maybe only a small portion of people would actually say the Glock 19 is the perfect EDC for them after carrying it. Many Glock 19 owners that I know who have once carried the 19 have now gone away from it to something smaller, because we're getting such high capacity and smaller framed handguns now. Why carry something that big if you don't have to? So that's it. But if you want to check out why the 43X is my favorite handgun of all time, besides the LCP-1 Davidson Custom, check out this video here. Catch you in the next one.